Hey guys, it's me, Apple Train 100, and for today, I'm gonna do another chat and talk video, all about my second favorite cartoon show, Thomas and Friends. Now, this show is based off the actual friendship is magic of My Little Pony. I think it is. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about every main engine. So sit back and enjoy. Now, the first main engine we're gonna talk about is the number one engine, whose name is in the actual title, Thomas. Thomas. Now, um, Thomas is my first favorite engine friend I love because he's blue. He's been in every movie, like say he's been in The Adventure Begins, Journey Beyond Sodor, Tale of the Brave, The Great Race, Hero of the Whales, which is the first CGI movie, and I I I see Twilight. I mean, sorry, I see Thomas as being like Twilight, being all cocky and things and other stuff. And Thomas is always and always will be my favorite engine. Apart from Pinkie Pie and Applejack being my favorite ponies. Okay, on to the next engine. My next best engine is Percy the Miniature Engine. And he is my second favorite because he's pretty brave and he's brave and he's pretty okay doing his job of pulling the mail cars. Percy is is the, is the number 6 engine, and Percy wears the number 6 and he's painted green. And Percy reminds me of Pinkie Pie, the pony and the human one, both in a way. Percy is my favorite junior member of the Engine family. And that's all I got for little Junior Percy. So on to the next friend. Now we're gonna look at everyone's favorite number 5 red engine, James. Now James here is based off a actual a James here is based off an actual engine from the 1960s. And what I see James as being the Joker of the engine family, as the callback from Joker and Joker from Birds of Prey, which is a which is a Harley Quinn movie, which I did see back in the long time ago. Anyway, back to James. James James likes to pull passengers and not freight cars. In the first movie, The Adventure Begins, James was painted black. But in this case, she was painted red. And James is always happy and mad and happy once again. And also, oh, he's very surprised and also very mad getting his paint dirty. But in the end, James sometimes approaches up being back to happy at the end of every episode. Yeah, so that's all for James. Next up is the number 4 Blue Tender engine. Yep, here it is. The number 4 Blue engine is Gordon the Grand. Now, Gordon is my third favorite engine. He's fast, he's mighty, and he's very smooth at pulling his past coaches. Gordon is kind of like the junior or the big dad, the big daddy of the family, since he takes care of the miniature engines, Percy, Thomas, Toby, Philip, Mike, Rex, Bert, Oliver, Duck, Ryan, Daisy. Yeah. And Gordon is a father figure again in the new All Engines Go reboot, and I so like that. I love that. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you a little clip of Gordon before we move on to the next friend.
It was the end of a snowy day on the island of Sodor. Thomas and his friends were making their way back to Tidmouth Sheds. But when they got there, they discovered that the turntable was stuck. Edward is one of the older engines on the island of Sodor.
Down all the time.
I haven't broken down in ages.
Oh, really?
Sir Topham Hatt knows that Edward is a really useful engine. And that is why he's given him his own branch line, the line that runs to Brendam Docks. One day, Gordon was pulling the express on Gordon's Hill when he thought he saw a red flag blowing beside the track.
Oh, no! That's a danger signal. I'd better stop.
So, yeah, as you heard from the episode, the next engine we're going to talk about is the old faithful Edward. Now, Edward is the old and wise engine of the engine family, and Edward is my second and third and fifth favorite engine. I did have a Trackmaster Postline and Trackmaster motorized Edward, and then I pooped up, lost him. What? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I still have him. Anyway, Edward here is my favorite engine. And sorry, Satan camera, my fingers are sore. Sorry. It's just straight up. Okay. And to tell you the truth, Edward is the only train who knows how to keep the twins, Bill and Ben, and Thomas, Percy, Philip, Ryan, Toby, Duck, Oliver, Douglas, and Donald in good working order. And the way I see Edward as being the Sunset Simmer from My Little Pony. Yeah, the episode and the human one. Yeah, I see him. A lot like that. Now let's move on to the next engine friend. Yeah, here you are with Henry the Big Tender Green Engine. Now Henry, I used to have him. I actual model of him at that time as the person, but to tell you the truth, Henry is my 4th, 6th favorite engine because he's always shy, kind, scaredy cat, and shy again. And Henry is more like how I say, more like the Fluttershy character off of My Little Pony. The pointy one and the human one. And yeah, so Henry is more like a cocky kind of feisty kind of character. Right back.
Out all night.
Well, the thing is...
Is it really terrifying, Henry? James says it has a ghastly glow and a horrible wailing whistle.
Yes, well, actually, I bet Henry was shaking in his smoke box.
We all know what a scaredy engine you are, Henry.
Once an engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain.
I'm not scared of that ghost train, and yes, I have seen it, but it didn't frighten me at all.
What did you want to tell us, Henry?
It doesn't matter.
The next evening, all the engines made...
Henry? You mean you're the ghost train? Why didn't you tell us?
I tried to, but you all laughed at me and said I was a scaredy engine.
It's not fair. We all got told off by the Fat Controller because of you.
Where is the Fat Controller?
Oh. Well, it's perfectly obvious what's happened, isn't it? Is it? Of course.
Henry must have been painted with the wrong kind of paint. You'll need to return to the Steamworks first thing in the morning and get yourself repainted with some proper green paint.
Yes, sir. I shall, sir.
However, since you were the only engine working tonight, you'll receive a glowing report.
Thank you, sir.
One more thing before I move on to the next friend. Henry has had to be my friend because he's like me. I get shy and so does he. And I use him more times in my Sophia and Friends episodes as Henry as Fluttershy. Fluttershy as Henry. Sorry. And that's all I got. On to the second friend, who will possibly be the last one. Now, this engine is Toby, the old, wise, faithful tram engine. Now, share my thoughts about Toby. Toby is wise, and old and not scared of anything. Until he hit the CGI series, then he got scared. He was so scared of the whistling of the old mines, the whistling woods, and the junction at Knapford. And he was even scared of being put into a museum when Sir Topham Hatt found him. Something Frank calls it the Farquhar Quarry, I think. And I like how Toby's is scared, like it's a scaredy cat. See his face here? That shows he's scared of the old mines, of his new whistle, and also about Hasty Hannah. And she gets mad at sometimes it says, I could do this. I'm not a little fussbot like you. And you know what? He actually proves it. And my favorite thing about Toby is he's brave. Like, mostly he's brave. And that's it for Toby. On to the last friend. Wait, after the Toby video. And there he is.
There you are, Toby.
Toby
You
the
must
Tram
hurry.
Engine.
All these workmen will be late for work.
I'll get them to the quarry on time, sir. You'll see. I'm not afraid of Knapford Junction.
I love Toby.
Rumbling rails. Look at this place. It's busier than ever. Who am I kidding? I am afraid of Knapford Junction.
Just remember what Thomas told you.
Directly above my line.
Toby waited for his signal to go green, but it didn't.
What's the hold up?
Hurry up, Toby. You're making me late too. Sorry, James, but my signal is still red. Get up, move on.
If Toby says the signal is red, then it's red.
Every engine on Sodor knows Toby doesn't know his signals. It must be green by now. Hurry up.
Toby clamped his brakes on hard.
Look out, you silly old tram, and learn your signals.
I have learned them, and it's red.
Then, to make matters worse,